Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo. So keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project Podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show.
Yo, what's going on? This is episode 712. It is September 30th, 10:14 p.m. Tomorrow was the first day of Halloween, so that's pretty cool. Whatever. I don't know. Today was a productive day, but as far as work goes, not the most. As far as just life goes, fucking killed it. I got the Wi-Fi set up, fixed the electrical in the garage, and when I say fixed, I mean I pressed a button and learned what it did. Matter of fact, let's check live and see if the breaker has tripped yet. I don't think it has. Oh, you know what? My car's not even plugged in. So we're not sure. Oh, wait. No, they're both charging. No, that's very cool. So we weren't sure what caused the trip in the garage, but everything is still running. Matter of fact, Lexi's car is plugged in. My car is plugged in. And these are just normal wall outlets. These are not any special, 1450 or 1430. I don't know if you say NEMA or NEMA, N-E-M-A outlets. I don't know. The 240 amps, 240 volts, 250, whatever. So these are just normal. Yeah, whatever. So they're still charging. It's good. So I fixed, I don't want to say I fixed it, but I guess I fixed it. Got that working, so that's cool. And then, let's see. Got the Wi-Fi going because the electrical was fixed, so that's pretty sweet. So now we have Wi-Fi. I'm currently on Wi-Fi, which is cool. And what's funny is you know what? Actually, I don't know if I want to share that. People are smart as fuck and they could probably get into my stuff, so never mind. I just named the Wi-Fi. I guess it doesn't matter. I named the Wi-Fi QT 3.14. And I'll leave that for somebody to figure out. It's a very easy one to figure out, but it's I think what I was trying to, so what I did was I put the first two letters of my name and the first two letters of Lexi's name together. So mine is BRQUSE. Hers would be ALTABU. And so I put those together. It was a big, long, random-ass word, and I thought, nah. And so I was like, what if I did, BA, Bryson Alexis? What if I did, and then I went down, I did our middle name, so QT. That's exactly what I did. I remember now. And I was like, oh, cutie. That's funny. And I was like, oh, what if I put pi? Oh, there's no pi emoji. Can't do the pi symbol. What if I did 3.14? So there's the giveaway right there of what it is. So cutie pie. And that is, it's cool because it's capital Q, capital T, 3.14. That's the Wi-Fi name. So that's pretty cool. I think that's funny. And Lexi thinks it's cute. So we're winning. So got that set up. Went to the grocery store. Got a lot of stuff that we needed. Bought some necessities for the house. Ordered some storage shit online. These little cubes that are going to go in our closet just for more storage for our closet and for kind of all of our clothes. I say our because I don't want to single Lexi out because these are cool and they're handy. But I, personally, love you, babe, don't need them as much as she does. And so we spent the last hour of our night trying to set them up, probably the last 2 hours. And it was fun. We both got frustrated, but it was a good time. And these are the kind of memories I'm here for. So did that, got those set up. For work today, I got a good amount done for sure, but not as much as I would have liked. Currently what I've been doing is explaining in detail what every single thing does for Karin so that he has an idea of what's going on so that he can best help me. So I'm helping him help me, essentially. I haven't heard from him in a day or two. Let's see, when did I last hear from him? I think it was like 12 hours ago. Let's see. 12 hours ago. So what's really cool about Notion is you can actually click on their name and see when they did what things. So yeah, it looks like 16 hours ago he was active. But, there's nothing for him to do necessarily right now. So I can't be like, oh, where the hell is he at? Because there's no work to be done at the moment. I'm doing my best to explain everything so that he knows how things work so that he can help me, I guess, better with everything. So, because it's one thing to, build something. It's another thing to build something, but know exactly why and how and because and this way and blah, blah, blah. All the reasons why you're building it and how it's going to be helpful, who's going to be using it, how they're going to be using it, when they're going to be using it, who's going to be, all this stuff. So I'm just trying to write in detail everything that I've built so far and then everything that I want to build. So that way maybe we can start delegating some stuff to him. And then, whatever he creates, we can polish up, or whatever I create, I can send to him, he can polish up, vice versa. I don't know. I really do enjoy the fact that there is, another person that is building on to all of this. It's not just me. I'm not just solo. So it's exciting. I just want to be able to compensate fairly where I can and have him not work for free, even though that is something that I have done multiple times, maybe a dozen. I don't know about a dozen, close. It's something I believe in. I think that is a very smart way to get into wherever you're trying to get to. So I'm not asking him to do anything that I haven't done myself, which I feel great about, but definitely don't want him to work for free if he doesn't have to. I'd love to compensate him for the work that he's putting in. Before anything happens, I think I'll draft up some kind of agreement. Hopefully never have to use it, but just in case anything happens, like if, there's a fall, you just never know. And I'd rather have my stuff protected because, if we're being honest, I don't really know who this guy is. We've talked back and forth. He's learning. We're, sarcastic, sharing things, sharing ideas. But at the end of the day, I don't know. The only reason why there's more trust than I would say than not is because he said that he was a longtime listener of the show, and I can verify that that's true because I recognize his name from the form that was filled out forever ago. And there was 8 times that form has been filled out in the entirety of the show. I don't think there's public access to it anymore, which is why. But he was one of... excuse me. He was one of, I think, probably 5 people because he made 3 or 4 responses, actually. I guess so he's one of 5 people? I don't know. But I recognize the name, and the name is from the earliest part of this year. So there's already a level there of like, oh, yeah, I recognize the name. I know that you have been a listener of the show. There's the name, the email, it's all consistent. So, yeah, I don't know. So that's kind of where I'm at with all of that. So I'm just trying to do my best to explain the project and why we do things the way the reason why we do things the way that we do them. Just so it's much easier for him to grasp and we can build some cool stuff. I feel like I said the same thing 300 different ways, but yeah. The other thing that I had to do was actually return my cat card for work. So as of 90 minutes from right now, I will no longer be affiliated, associated, or an employee of the federal government of the United States of America. And I will be, all the income that I get from this point forward, actually after the next paycheck, which I believe is, would that be the 7th or the 6th or the 8th? Yeah, the 8th. That's my last check. That's my last work check. I do get my annual vacation hours cashed out. And then, if you know me and if you listen to the show, you'll know that, fuck retirement. So I'm taking all the money out of my retirement account and it's probably going to go into savings, might pay off some debt, just to free up more income, or more, I guess, capital per month for me. Maybe that will buy some things around the house for Lexi and I to increase quality of life. I don't know, but either way, that's exciting. And I actually forgot all about that because I went up to work today, and for the last time, and I returned my card. And in doing so, I had to go and meet up with my boss. Said, "Hey, here is the card, blah blah blah," and shook hands. And then everyone else was there, obviously, because I'm at work. So I got to see everybody again. Went to lunch with a few coworkers. That was fun. And then peaced out. So one final goodbye. And that's kind of concludes how everything went. So, last day up on base. Last official day as an employee. Today's it. So the thing that I was hoping for so long, finally happened, and it has now come to an end. So pretty crazy, but we made it, and I'm pumped. So now, from this point forward, after the next check I get, all the income that I get is from my own endeavors and me pursuing what I'm trying to pursue. And I'm doing it out of, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Everything that I'm doing and all the income that I'm generating has nothing to do with any kind of employer or boss or anything like that. It's literally me selling my services because and other people find them valuable enough to hire me. So I think by definition that is entrepreneurship. It's just probably not the kind that I would prefer. I would like to be making more money. I'd like to be running my own business. I'd like to be having employees, paying them, doing all that stuff, and not being hourly. I'd like to be on sales calls. I'd like to be in the weeds doing that type of shit. I'd love to be back in the social media game because I'm actually pumped about that. And yeah, so that kind of sums up the day. Lexi came home, and then we started building those cubes. We ate dinner together, had some healthy dessert, and yeah. So I don't know if I have much else to say other than that. So I think that's the show. Appreciate you guys listening. Oh, and I unboxed a shit ton of stuff in my office. Got things much more organized, and I actually spent, I don't want to say a good amount of time because that's not true, but I paid attention to the details with setting up my office, because I have this lamp thing, this bar light that I spent probably 15 minutes on trying to set up perfectly so that the wire was just perfectly set up with the desk and the wall relative to where the outlet is, so that I can reach over and press the button rather than having to play the fishing wire game where I have to pull the cord up and, run my finger along the cord upward until I get to the remote control part of it. So I didn't have to do that. So now it's there. This desk is nice. It's up against a wall, and there's plenty of foot room. My feet do touch the wall, but it's fine. There's plenty of room for me. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'm exploring the idea of getting rid of my 2 monitors and then getting a ultrawide monitor, because I believe it would just be kind of an even trade. And I know that over the course of time when I buy stuff and then sell it, I know that I'm losing money. But I think I've talked about this before. If I can just buy whatever it is that I want to try out and then try it out, and if it's great, then I keep it. If it's not, then now I know. I think that just gets me closer to trying to getting the ultimate setup that I prefer or that I enjoy. I've never had an ultrawide monitor. I do think that would be given my current setup, I think that'd be beneficial because it would be one monitor and I wouldn't have to use the display port link bullshit, and I would technically have less overall screen real estate. But I do think that having as much as I do now, which is 2 32-inch monitors, 2 4K 32-inch monitors side by side, I find myself now not ever using the second one. So I think that means that I don't need that much space, and or that having both, because I have the display link software bullshit, I think that just lags the other one, and it's just I don't want to use that monitor because I know it's slow. So if I have one monitor set up and connected to my MacBook, then it's going to be running on whatever, is it gigahertz, megahertz? It's gigahertz, whatever hertz the monitor is. So the higher the better, and then the smoother the experience. So I'm exploring that, and I'm not going to buy it. Usually what I'll do is I'll buy the new thing before I sell the old thing. But with this one, I'm definitely going to sell these monitors before I buy an ultrawide, if I even decide to do that. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to say. So that being said, appreciate you guys listening. I'll talk to you later.